Well, this is the time numbers or degree wheel numbers for Solo 690. I'm going to port this thing mildly. I've had it for years. I split this saw in half years ago because this side here on the crankcase had holes through it through acid eaten through it. So they JB welded it all up, but I just didn't like it. So it's slightly different to this one. I found out later. This is one of the very first saws ever made. I even bought the sister saw from this saw years later. It's not mine now, but it's funny how you come across these things. But yeah, thought I'd do the numbers on this thing. So at the moment, I think I got that right there. Hard to get a picture of the transfer chambers, but I'm thinking they're 120 degrees. So yeah, about 120 degrees. So that's the transfer chambers. Try and do the exhaust. Right. Just cracking. So don't have to touch the exhaust. It's dead on 100, so that's good. That's why this saw, it's only 90 cc's, but on paper it's got more horsepower than the 066, which I believe because I've used both saws. But very different saw. It's a beautiful revving thing. Right, now we'll do the intake. Right. Try and do this without dropping it. Just cracking. Now a little bit further down. Yep, just cracking. So what we get? We're at 76, I'd say, 76, 75, something like that. So that's reasonably good numbers. These things, the beautiful things, these have got massive transfer chambers down the bottom. They're big funnels. When I pull apart, I'll show you. So what my plan is, replace the piston with a slightly lighter piston out of a Stihl 066 Pharmatech. So I've done this before to a Solo 680 up there. That's a 670, but it's got a 680 barrel on it. And I don't know what it is, but it seems to go and then all of a sudden take off like a turbo. It's like a power band. It's a different, it's a weird animal. But I'm pretty sure they're the same size rings. I'm sure the skirt will be the same, or roughly. I'll check the skirt, but I might have to take a bit off it. Yeah, it's alright. But one little tip I will do, my measuring gauge, I've got here this bit of wire. I always go to the drive drum side of the saw. I've got a 1/2 inch chuck key to the timing wheel. Pulled an old drill part here. Keep it up so that's nice and tight. I'm going to get my key modified, wherever that is. Oh, there is. Going to get my key modified so I can get a longer arm. So I'm out to about here somewhere. So I'm not reaching down behind the wheel and bumping everything. So if I get to about here, slightly higher, I can turn it and lock it up and unlock it. So that'll be handy. But always go to the drum side, because the reason being, every saw's got dogs, and usually you get your timing mark screwed to the dog, and it's easy to get it. And even the small Chinese saws I've been playing with, it's the same thing. because I'm using the same wire. It's a bit of a bend and that's it. You don't have to muck around, you don't have to find extra screws or whatever else. But this is a more practical way. The other tip I'd give too, you do bottom dead center, which I do this to set up. I go down like that, get the bottom dead center, but then I check it by going back to the intake manifold. Rotate it around until you can just see it cracking. Check the time, then run back. So we're looking, say 75. Crack back the other way. So 75. So it's just another way to check to make sure you are top dead center or bottom dead center. Check your numbers, and that way everything works out better. But I can't wait to see how this thing goes because it already performs so damn strong. I've got a Solo 603. I might see if I can put that carby on. But these saws, the only thing I will say about these saws, they've got a plastic intake manifold. The gasket here, after years of use, that gasket, it falls apart and it sucks the gasket in. The motor runs lean and cooks the motor. I cooked a Solo 603 doing that. Didn't know, it was one of the first saws I got, and I thought, this is good, but I cooked it and I was pissed off about it. So, anyway, wish me luck. Thanks for watching.